Good morning, good morning. What's going on, folks? Happy Tuesday. Happy Valentine's Day. Sorry for the late start. See if we can build a little audience. Got like 10 minutes today before I gotta go get started on my day. So I just wanted to say what's up to everybody. Happy Tuesday. I am here in Houston, and got a nice little view behind me. Houston is so beautiful. Well, at least downtown is so dope. It's so cool. There's a skating rink in the bottom of the mall, which is like, come on, a skating rink in the bottom of the mall. Ice skating, not just a regular skating rink. That would have been too easy. You know, we gotta make it an ice skating rink for Houston. So Houston's cool. The mall is the Galleria, and I'm staying at the Westin, and it's just such a cool, chill place. I wish I could have got on a little earlier. I know I'm typically on at 7:30, so I apologize to folks that are usually on earlier. But who's on this morning? Say good morning so I could give you a shout out and hope that you have a good day. Y'all know this is the warm up, man. This is about getting our day started right, having a good day, getting out there, getting our priorities in order. Just to kind of stick to some of the same themes that I've been pushing since day one. What do you have to get done this week? What do you got to get done in the office when you get in there? That's going to make your day go a little bit more smoothly. Get in the office and just knock out whatever it is you got to do, the most important thing, so that you can have a more chill day or a more productive day. Good morning, Auntie. So yeah, I mean, everybody has different work styles, but if you know what it is that you got to do today, it's best to just tackle that most important thing as soon as you get in the office. Knock it out so you can breathe a little bit more easy. Goal set. If there might be some things you want to accomplish this week, don't be afraid to goal set. And give yourself something to work towards. Make sure I got the volume down on here to make sure everybody can hear me good. And yes, happy Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to the lovers. Aunt Sissy said happy Valentine's Day. And it was something Aunt Sissy told me, and I love my Aunt Sissy and my Uncle Curtis. They've been married since I've been alive, as far as I know. What Aunt Sissy said, and this is a good quote, she said that relationships aren't always 50-50. Sometimes they're sometimes they're 80-20, sometimes they're 60-40, right? Like, everything's not always gonna be 50-50. Sometimes she wins, sometimes he wins. Sometimes you might be on the zero, and then the partner gets 100% of whatever's going to happen that day. So just know that relationships, they're not always 50-50. Sometimes they're 60-40. I learned that from my auntie, and she knows what she's talking about. She's been married a long time. I think the best relationship advice comes from people who've been married a long time. Don't take my word for it. I'm not married. Let me see. Happy Valentine's Day, Trish. What's up, Jakia? Yeah, it's all about encouraging others, and hopefully it's infectious, right, guys? Hopefully we have this warm up. I get you guys energized to go out there and tackle your day with a positive attitude, with a clear mind. You may have woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and so hopefully when you can walk out the door feeling a little better. And so I wonder if anybody knows like when Valentine's Day started. Somebody give me a history lesson. All right, guys, I'm trying to wear a bow tie. It's not my normal thing. So if I keep messing with it, just, bear with me. So I don't have much time today. And I've just been jotting stuff down on this paper. Being on travel has been it's been so crazy. But, just trying to keep things in order. But some things I did have a chance to jot down this morning. Hold on. Shouldn't be no words in the background. Sorry, guys. I'll still play something in the background. So I'll still play some stuff in the background. So, Valentine's Day. The first thing I thought about this morning was like, oh my God, it's Valentine's Day. And then some people don't have Valentine. I don't have no Valentine. So, first and foremost, love yourself. That's what I wrote on here today, guys. Right at the top. Love yourself. Love yourself. It's Valentine's Day, and some people have Valentines, some people don't, whatever the case may be, this and that. But I'm telling you, man, if you guys don't love yourselves, if you don't think that you are the coolest person to ever touch the face of the earth, if you don't think that you are one of the dopest, coolest livest people in the world, then you're not spending enough time with yourself. I think that there's nothing wrong with, like I said before, taking that alone time, getting to know yourself. Some people talk to themselves. I'm not saying go crazy, but what I'm saying is get to know yourself a little bit more. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate what you have to offer. Know that you are of value, and love yourself. Truly, truly, truly love yourself. It's only one you. It ain't gonna be another Latricia. It ain't gonna be another Jakia. It ain't gonna be another mommy. That's for sure. So y'all gotta appreciate yourselves and know just how special you are. And so I think one of the most important things on a day like today, where everybody's celebrating love, hey, you don't have a Valentine? Love yourself. Treat yourself to something. Maybe I'll go get myself a nice, good dessert. There's a cheesecake factory downstairs, too. Maybe I'll take myself on my own date, have some cheesecake. The which one is the best one? I think it's that strawberry. No. The red velvet. If I had to suggest, the red velvet cheesecake at Cheesecake Factory is hitting. So, just FYI. Okay, something else I want to inspire in people. We go about our days, right? And we run into people that we know. We chop it up with people. We might talk. You might be in passing. Oh, did you see the game last night? Oh, did you watch that show? Did you see what happened on Real Housewives, this or whatever the case may be? But here's what I'm encouraging you guys to do is build with people. The thing about conferences, it's all about connecting and building and networking. And initially it's usually pushed, right? And so we're doing a lot of facilitation, but usually it's usually pushed. Oh, you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and y'all all the ones sit with the ones, and all the twos sit with the twos, and the threes, and so on and so forth. But just like anybody who's ever been to a conference before, after a while, you give in, you take hold, and you just dive into the conference. And you realize that every conversation you have, you begin to build with people. And you begin to build with people with substantive conversation. At somewhat a slighter, deeper level, not just that surface conversation. And I enjoy that. I got to know a lot about people here. Some people used to play music and be in instruments and bands. There are a couple women here who are breast cancer survivors. And this is not an instrument conference. This is not a breast cancer conference. This is a conference for workforce development. But, when you have a time to just sit down and get to know people and build with them and kind of learn a piece of their story, you just grow that connection with that person. Becomes that much more deeper. Your ability to learn to connect with others gets exercised, and you become better at it. And you never know what could come of a substantive conversation. So take some time to build with people on a slightly deeper level. Try not to just have surface level conversations. It's fine. Some people, that's all they're ever going to get. But I think that when there's opportunities to build with people and go a little deeper and find that connection, find that connecting point between you and that individual, that could be the start of something great. That could be the start of a partnership. A quick story. There was a excellent partnership that was built out in Wichita, Kansas, between the Goodwill and this college or whatever. And the way that connection happened were the two women who happened to be in leadership positions, one was at the Goodwill, one was at the college, they went to church together. And they just started talking one day, and they just started building. And then now they have a program that serves, a good portion of the population, helps people get their college degrees, helps people get certifications, so on and so forth, just because they took the opportunity to have a deeper conversation with one another. So don't be afraid to build with people, have that deeper conversation. And I think that's the community aspect of what I try to push, right? And so a few things for you, the individual, just a few things, because I said I had to be quick today, and I apologize, but a few things for you. Here's what happens in life, and I don't know why. I think I was just listening to music. I tell you guys, sometimes things come to me just from stuff I hear on the music. So I was listening to Big Sean, who's got a new album out, by the way, but his old album was really good. And he got a song in there called You Win Some, You Lose Some. And if that ain't the reality of life, I don't know what is. You win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some. You're going to have highs, you're going to have lows. But then what came to me is a very, very cliche-ish statement, which is, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And I mean that, guys. You only get to the wins by conquering the losses. Some of the best lessons in life are going to come from your own experiences. The best teacher is a lot of times going to be your own experience. One, because we're hard-headed and we don't want to learn from others. We don't want to see somebody else drive, go down a ditch, and then think, oh, there's a ditch up there, I might end up in the same ditch. For some reason, we feel like, nah, our vehicle is going to cruise right over the ditch after we just watched somebody else go inside the ditch. Well, if that's the way we want it, that's the way we got to have it. So look back on your own experiences. Look back on your losses. What can you learn from those experiences? What should you have done differently? Sometimes you lose by such a small margin. Sometimes it's one little thing that you could have did differently. And I like to use simple analogies because, then you guys can extrapolate those into larger, more deeper things. But, if you've ever been headed somewhere, you've been driving, and you might know of two ways to go to get to the same place. And if you, for whatever reason, you just choose to go this way, you choose to take the first exit, and lo and behold, at the bottom of that exit, there's a 8-car pile up. It's a crazy traffic jam, and you never get to your destination. Next exit, it would have never happened, right? You would have got off the exit, you would have went smooth into wherever you needed to go. So sometimes it's that small of a margin that creates some of the worst scenarios. One exit, one little piece of information could have changed everything. You ever fill out some paperwork and then realize, oh, you forgot to sign a line or something, so you got to go all the way back and re-sign it? Little things, guys, little things can be the difference in major things, right? So sometimes when you have losses, they're not devastating. They're just things that if you tweak a little bit here and a little bit there, now you have a win on your hands. So if at first you don't succeed, guys, definitely try again. I know it's a little, that comment is a little elementary and it's a little basic, but it's the truth. If you don't get back up, you don't try again, you don't try from a different angle, then you're just not going to succeed. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm not going to lie to you. Without trying, without attempting to get out there and reach your goals and find some wins, then only losses are inevitable. That's all that there is for you, or stagnation. And like I said, you should never be stagnant if you're not happy. So if you're not, or complacent, you should never be stagnant or complacent or still unless you're in a happy place. That's the perfect time. If you find yourself in a happy place, look, I don't care what anybody else tells you. If you feel like being still in that moment, you go ahead and do that because you found a happy place. But for the rest of us, if we feel like there's more happiness out there for us, and there's more to do, and there's more that God has for us, then you got to go ahead and get back up there if you fall, if you fail, and just learn from those mistakes. And things are going to come back around even better. It's the same thing with cooking. You cook fried chicken the first time you made it, it wasn't that good. Now you're cooking the best fried chicken in the East Coast. You'd have made a casserole for the first time, and the casserole came out looking runny. Next time, casserole nice and thick and got the vegetables and everything else in it because you done learned along the way. All I'm saying is, guys, if at first you fail and you don't succeed, get back up, try again. Challenge of the day, love yourself. Let me see what I can find here for you guys to leave you with. Because it's Black History Month, I do want to leave you guys with a quote. And just give me a second. Let's see what we can get here. I got a little app, and I'm going to let you guys go. Jeez, that was a long one. Oh, man. Okay, this is a fun. I don't know why this is a quote on this app, but Howard Corder said, "You have a problem? Just ask yourself one simple question: What would Ray Charles do in a situation like this? And it's so funny. It's so funny because I'm like, why Ray Charles? Why have all those people? But we've all seen the movie, and we know that Ray Charles is the story of perseverance. Probably not a better story out there. And so, persevere. All right, guys? Persevere. Y'all have a good one. God bless. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Later.